G'day guys, my name's Josh, you can call me JaWoodle, and welcome back to 7 Days. Welcome back to the update 1.0, the full release, the gold version for console or PC, whatever you want to call it, where I am back in JaWoodle Park, where I swear the render distance gets smaller and smaller every time I come here, because I've just built so much stuff, it's breaking the world a bit. But I've come back because someone gave me a great idea that I want to test out. Specifically, Jeff's 40k chucked a comment on a video saying that apparently you can disguise your horde bases to make them invisible to zombies. Not invisible, but make them completely immune to damage, which sounds like a really good idea. So the magic is, like all these bases, most of these bases are built at least 15 blocks tall. I think the magic number's 12, but I usually go 15 for safety, purely, nah, you can stay there, you're part of history now. Purely to avoid the zombies destroy everything mode. If you drop a zombie, doesn't matter if it takes any fall damage or anything, if it takes a drop at all, there is a chance it can trigger destroy everything mode, which is when they start trying to break the pillars that you're standing on. So it's where a lot of the base design happens to come from. It's always trying to avoid that one issue. But apparently, you can clad your bases with terrain blocks, just like in Predator. You can smear yourself in mud and make you invisible to zombie vision, which sounds like something I need to test. This is a nice little patch of flat ground with nothing on it. I'm just going to use you. So I'm just going to build something very simple to try and test this out. I'm going to go up a little bit. I think 3, because if you're 2 blocks tall, zombies try and attack you anyway if you're 2 blocks above. But I think 3 is when they actually start trying to pathfind to you. So yeah, we'll start with that. So I need a 2 block drop, but that's okay. I think the idea has merit, because if you think about it, if they're gonna go into destroy everything mode, they would ignore the terrain, because otherwise the closest block to them is always going to be the block that they're standing on. So there must be a code in there somewhere to say ignore terrain blocks and only target player placed blocks. Whether that also applies to player-placed terrain blocks, I guess we're about to find out. But if I just go like you, I'll quickly just make sure they do actually trigger destroy everything mode on this, and then we'll see what happens. There we go. Nice and simple. Zombie dropper, stairs, platform for me to stand on. Nothing new, nothing out of the ordinary, just nice and straightforward. Always use Arlene's as well. So you should run up here, fall off the side, and immediately start beating on shit. You're gonna get real stroppy with me for setting you on a loop. Someone go destroy everything mode, please. I don't actually want, yeah, there we go. Thank you, Arlene. I was gonna say, I don't actually want you to be a proper looping base, but you're just making things a bit more difficult for me. Nice, destroy area. In fact, there's a couple of destroy areas through there as well. Okay, so we know that that's gonna trigger that. So now, does it matter if it's, well, I don't know. I'm asking the questions, I'm gonna have to answer them myself. Does it matter? Oh, no, because I need to get the ones you can actually make yourself, don't I? So, ground, no. Dirt, yes. Desert, no. What about sand? Like, which blocks can I make? So I think dirt appears to be the only one. Okay, so I'm not going to use like the terrain blocks, just the ones that you can craft on your own, yourself, in any, and actually it takes on, oh no it doesn't, I was going to say it takes on the color palette of the biome, but no, we're fine. So if I just put in, I guess as tall as that is, just put in like a little sheath, a little like covering, a little smearing of dirt, get a little bit dirty, which is always a good time, and just try and disguise the base. Because yeah, if they want to attack dirt at all, this could be a much more cost-efficient solution to zombies. I mean, look, if it works, great, but it's not winning any beauty prizes, is it? Yeah, okay. After all of my sprouting that aesthetics always matter, I've now built a literal piece of shit of a base. Right, okay, cool. Anyway, well, if it works, it works. We'll see how we go. Get your attention. I want to see, when you go destroy everything mode, do you run back and beat on this, or are you, nope, get off there, please, or are you going to attack the dirt? There we go, destroy area. Not you. What do you do? No, you are. You're taking swings. You're taking swings at the mud puddle. This may not be viable. That's right, one bad test doesn't mean it's a failure though. I'm gonna go a little bit higher because I think that notch is causing me issues. While I'm building this, I'm just thinking about all the other times, like in here, for example, I'm actually right next to it. When I've dropped zombies a significant distance and they've gone into the destroy area mode, they generally don't attack. Oh, they weren't attacking the sides down here. They were attacking, you can still see the cracks. They were attacking the concrete support. So I do think in the right conditions, I reckon this will play. I reckon this will be a thing. I'm just going to use the tried true zombie dropper. No need to try anything new for now. You go across to there. I'm also going to chuck on you. Just on the front piece. All right, nice. You want to quickly run this for me? The question really is, when is it going to turn around and they're going to start ignoring it? Because I think that first alien got trapped underneath. And it destroys. No, oh yeah, there we go. She's all sorts of broken. She's bouncing like a slinky. And you're taking swings at dirt. So they're taking swings at the dirt again. Because there isn't any other terrain blocks that you can place, is there? Can I get another one? We had one get broken, one start beating on stuff. I want to see one more, please. Oh, yeah, actually, you're broken again. You were in destroy area mode, having a bit of a bop. There we go. There's another one. So we're 2 broken. And you're doing the long run. All the way back up to there again. So unless I get trapped underneath like the little bauble at the front there, they seem to mostly ignore it. And turn around and beat on that instead. Oh, there is some promise here. I put down some blocks just to try and smooth out that curviness. Look, I'm a boy who loves my curves, but for now, I need the horde base to be working a little bit better. I'm gonna put you... Actually, no, I'm gonna use those ones. Just gonna get you all lined up, just like that. Nice, okay, so without that little like ledge for them to get their noggin onto, will that work a little bit better? Quickly get you to run, up they come. Who's gonna be first to start beating on shit? Neither of you two. Oh, you took a hard tumble, didn't fall that far. Your knees should work better than that. Destroy area. You're in destroy area, where are you going? The opposite way, to the point where you just flat out ignored everything. You are taking swings, but you're not really doing that much. You're in destroy area mode, so they are hitting it, but not reliably. A lot of the time they're just doing this shit, they're just getting confused. I've gone up just a little bit higher. I'm just standing on top of a column of dirt at the moment. Like that one very questionable episode of South Park, and I realized how little that narrows it down. But now almost all of them are going into destroy area mode and completely ignoring my shit tower over there. They're turning around and trying to beat on that. What if I go 1 block further down? Like that. So I'm just now 1 block further. I'm 5 blocks up in the air. And look at you, you're in destroy area mode. You're in destroy area mode and you're not going anywhere near me. That's a pretty big success. So what happens if okay. What happens if I take this to the next obvious level? I'm gonna build up the rest of this to be the same height, but then I'm gonna make like a really long corridor and just cover the whole thing in dirt. Go full Arnie Schwarzenegger. Will that do? Because if they've got nothing to beat on, what are they gonna do? Is that when they start pirouetting and rotisserie? Oh, I guess we're gonna find out. I probably could have gone something a little bit smaller than this to start off with, but I'm going big. I'm going big and I'm hoping it's gonna work and trying to skip over all of the extra stuff to do. In fact, you know what? Let's go another level. Let's go a whole other level. Let's make even the ramp up also made out of dirt. What could possibly go wrong with that? Nothing that I could possibly foresee. I need to go like, yeah, there we go. It's gotta look gross. It's gotta look gross, but well, too late now. But the interesting thing about this as well is like resource-wise, it's possibly the most cost-efficient one you can make because it doesn't actually need anything really. Because if you make these dirt blocks, right? If you go in, you make these dirt blocks, you get 16 clay per dirt block. Oh, sorry, you use 16 to make a dirt block, but then if you break it down, if I just break this one at the top, boop, I get 22 back. So you have an endless amount of building material. because you can get more back out than you invested in the first place. In this house, we do not obey the laws of thermodynamics. I was just about to turn this entire thing into just like a dirt mound. Just, you know, like the old school Mott and Bailey castles. Just one big dirt mound to try and get the job done. But I'd lost sight of what I was actually trying to test. That's like a dirt skin on an actual built base. Because building out of dirt would suck. It'd take way too long. And it's just dirty business. No, there's no refinement there. No class. No, any excuse to use actual, I don't know. I'm clearly talking out of my depth. But I was gonna make it all dirt, but nah, we need to know how it's gonna go with the dirt skin. We're disguising, not rebuilding. It's actually not that bad. It's not too bad, but it's all nice and cleanly laid on there. It's actually not as bad as I thought it was gonna be originally. Okay. That's fine for me then. I'm gonna get some not like that. Don't know why that happens. It happens all the time and I'm yet to figure out why. Right, couple Arlenes. Fire your shotgun, get their attention. So the skeleton, the actual like internal to this base all still work exactly the same. So there shouldn't be any surprises there. I just want to see what happens at the end. So they all drop off, they're in destroy area mode. In fact, most of them appear to be pretty grouchy about some shits. You're going, oh wait, hang on. You're in destroy area as well. But you haven't found a valid target. You're now back in approach spot, so you've given up, but that one's the most interesting. You've come all, and in fact that route was long enough that by the time you got back to the dropper, oh my goodness. Oh my golly gosh. It totally works. It totally works. You've been to the destroy area, but you can't find a valid target because you won't attack the ground. And the best thing about this is, I can't think of how they would patch this, because if they then say the zombies can attack dirt blocks, if they say yes, like going all the way back to the top, that's fine though. They can only attack place blocks like that. But yeah, if the fun pimps go through and patch in and say, you know what, actually, they can attack terrain, then the entire destroy everything mode is completely broken, because every time they do it, they'll always just squat and try and break the block they're standing on. This is what I talk about. This is what I mean when I say when they try and close a door, they open a window. They try to negate all the bases by making this destroy mode. But now we know how they think, and we can use it against them. It's so good. Although no, you were just caught up. You were just caught up. Back you go. Back you go. See you later. There's a couple of accidental hits like here and there, but nothing major. Nothing major. It's only when we get back up to actual concrete again to start taking swings. That's very interesting. That's fantastic. I've just been watching him run. I've just been watching him run just because I'm really enjoying... I'm just really enjoying the idea. There's something so simple, something literally out of a 1980s action movie works. I don't care that they're trying to beat all the concrete walls at the top. That's not the point. That's just... Like, you could make an entire route. You could make an entire maze like that, so then by the time they do make it back to something punchable, they're already timed out of their destroy area mode anyway. In fact, can I get rid of this? Yeah, there we go. That's gone. I must have forgotten about that bit to start with, but we're all good. They're beating on you again. There's just like, they take a couple of swings, there's like another zombie in front of them. They try and hit the zombie and clip the dirt every now and again, but like there's no issues here. So what can't you do with this? You can just disguise everything? Like, I'm not that high up. I could probably go a little bit lower, but then the path gets a little bit iffy. I don't really want to trust it. Kind of like standing on top of a car or a wall or something. They will come over and try and attack you directly. I'm a little bit beside myself at how well this works. You try and patch things out, fun pimps. You try and ruin our fun, and you just cause yourself some more issues. You've come a cropper from your own mistakes. So, okay, if that works out like that, what happens if I turn the whole thing? If I turn everything, not you, just like the proper solid blocks, which is just all the internals. What happens if I turn all of you into dirt? Does that change anything? It's now just one big long line of terrain. And actually, wasn't it a thing? Now I'm really reaching back now. Wasn't it a thing that zombie cops don't do damage to terrain blocks either? I think that was the case. I need to get you into your heart attack mode. There you go. Do you destroy dirt blocks? I don't think so. Not even a scratch. Did you even take a little bit of damage? Oh my god. So you could protect, not only does it make you invisible, it's cop armor. It's cop explosion armor. Obviously demos aren't going to be the same thing. Demos destroy absolutely everything rather than destroy my hard work over there. I'm going to get you, demolish get that one, and I'm going to nail you in the tit. There you go. Although not that much. Nah, yeah, still some damage, but no damage was done to by the cop. That cop explosion did nothing. It's an invisibility cloak that protects you from the fuzz. Fuck yeah. What about cop vomit though? Does cop vomit also not damage ground? I've never actually tested that before, and it seems like a pretty good thing for me to have a crack at. Gonna get your attention, get you pissed off. Yeah, go on then. Go on then. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Thank you all very much for coming. Nice shot there, hot stuff. I'm not seeing a lot of damage here. Oh, wait. There was one block of damage. Like one beat of damage out of you. Nope, stop that. Should have nailed it in your shoulder. I really wish the nail guns did more. I wish that nail guns like pinned zombies up against walls and things. It'd be so much more fun. So it does do a little bit. A little itty bitty tiny bit, like a spider going up a pipe. Nice, thank you. Wait, what did you hit? Not much there. It's doing some, but not a lot. Okay, well, did I just get lucky then? You're too close to the concrete. Did I just get lucky with that cop explosion before? Put a couple rounds into you. Having a heart attack. You wanna have one too there, champion? Nope, you just died. It just doesn't do anything. Dude, dirt's ridiculously good. It's got what plants and woodles crave. Will it also work as just like a pit? Kind of like what I was talking about over here, where they attack the concrete structures, not the actual ground around them. If I dig just a hole just direct underneath that dropper, just down like a little bit, down to about there, I think, and just make all of the walls as regular terrain, not even actual dirt though, just terrain blocks. Will that also have the same effect? It's also like it's sandstone at the bottom, down the bottom here. That's sandstone compared to, yeah, the sand at the top. So if that works out, why would you ever, I've been lining all these pits for so long. I've been doing concrete lined pits because I thought it was the right move. Like, look at that. I put all of that in. I didn't even need to. I just like the aesthetic of it. And yeah, like it still looks gross. Like a dirt pile is not an aesthetically pleasing design. But if it's a performatively appealing design, why not? Why not? Sometimes. Well, very rarely. Almost never. Aesthetics always matter, but performance matters too. I've just dug a little pit, done a little bit of landscaping. You've actually gone one block not far, not too far. One block not far enough. Which means you're now 3 wide on that side, only 2 wide on that side. Okay, I'll fix that in a second. But I want to see, let's get a couple of fat cops in there. Get a couple of coppers, get a couple of Arlenes, because you can now use, like why couldn't you? You can now use coppers as an offensive tool, basically like a wandering homing grenade. Yeah, no, that's fine. Like, I don't really mind that you're doing a little bit of damage here and there. But if I drop coppers who are having a heart attack into the same bucket as Arlene's, whereas before, they do an awful amount of damage to all of your structures. But now, like if I drop a heart attack copper down there, you're going to kill all the zombies. You do more damage to the zombies than you do to my base. Who's in destroy everything mode? Anyone? Anyone? You're not. I just want to see the first one to get a little bit pissy down here and see where they go. Off you go. You've been ragdolled. I'm not sure when it kicks on to destroy area mode, but someone's going to eventually. The cheeky double bop. There's no one. No one's got upset his spaghetti yet? I built the base too well. I built it too good. I shit you not, that is the first destroy area zombie I've seen this whole time. It's so hard to tell now because they don't stop embedding anything. By the time they get back up to here, they're out of that mode and they no longer care. That, you know what, I just had an idea. gonna give you a heart, nope, I killed you by accident, sorry. I'm gonna give you a heart attack so you can go and explode in the bottom of the barrel down here and do all the damage you want to. Perfect, look at that, you almost murdered that Arlene. You can use coppers as your own weaponry. That's fantastic. But yeah, the idea I've got now, if you could use dirt like this, the only issue I have at the moment is that coppers are vomiting at me. But if I could remove that threat, I could make like an AFK base out of dirt. Why not? Why not? It's like the next logical conclusion for everything else. Give you a heart attack, so just enough time so you can drop down. Down you go. All the rest are going to come and join you. You want to pop for me then? Thank you. Look how much damage you do to Arlene's too. Okay, well now I have to know. Now I have to know. That's working spiffingly, so I'm going to find somewhere a little bit further away. Maybe not. This hurts. This is ugly. I even leveled it out to try and make it look better, and it's still an absolute eyesore, and all 4 of my eyes are sore from it. Let's just find a little somewhere, a little something like you, and I'm just going to build something out of dirt. I'm just going to build something out of dirt and see if I can completely negate the horde. Because why not? Now that I no longer have any like minimum building restrictions, I don't have to be 15 blocks away, I don't have to be 15 blocks up or anything like that. I can just build a hut. Kind of like this actually, kind of like I built this as a gag. I built this mud hut as a gag over here, but turns out it might actually be a genius maneuver. It probably didn't even need to be this big. I think I've over-engineered this base than what it really needed to be out of necessity. I've built like this ring, right? I've got this nice little path. The zombies come up here. I have to run all the way around because all I'm thinking is just, I don't need to worry about anything. If they fall off the sides, so what? They're not going to break anything. All the way around to here, and then from there, I can just build myself a nice, like, we'll go like 2 blocks. Give a nice, you know, some sort of walkway over there. I don't want to get them trapped because if I trap them, if they have no other option, they will still break shit. They're the normal digging routine because they do target blocks occasionally under the right conditions. So it's avoiding those conditions, which is going to make this successful. So I don't want to get them trapped, but I do want to give them a way out, which is the same thing I realize. So I'm going to just go like that all the way around. The only downside of building with dirt is you can't have, look, you can go 2 blocks out. You can build a 2-block little doodle. It's not what it looks like, I swear. I swear to her dad that it was a mountain I was kissing. Yeah, you just got nickelbacked. But like the only downside is like the actual length you can build off a wall isn't very much, but that's not really a problem because it's so cheap. There's no reason not to build thicker. I'm not sure how the dropper's gonna work with nothing on the other side for them to stand on. Actually, it should be fine though, because they see that as a viable pass. They're just gonna think, oh yeah, sick. I can just walk over, beat my way through the dirt over here and go and eat happily ever after. But just because it's made out of dirt doesn't mean we can't have some nice swanky windows up on the top. Yeah, like you, gotta let some nice sun in. We can grow our plants directly in here. If only you could still till the soil and plant wherever. Oh, that's good. Look at that. Okay, well, I'm gonna chuck myself in here, pop out of my body so we can see what happens, and get some zombies going. Couple of Arlenes, fire the shotgun. I mean, I wasn't really sure how it was gonna go, but alright, apparently that didn't work. The path isn't valid. Damn it. I don't think that's good. There we go. There we go. All I did is just punch a little hole in the side here, so they had somewhere they think they can get to. They shouldn't jump. They don't jump. Just around they go. So other than just the zombie dropper, because you actually need some shapes occasionally, like what? I've made an AFK base out of dirt? Okay. Okay, I mean, the only reason I put the spiral in was to try and like soak up, kind of like what I built all the way over there, soak up that destroy everything time, because they do still go into it. I don't want them to destroy the dropper. In fact, I'm gonna get a couple more in so I can see what's the time that they get set to in destroying everything mode. Like, how long are they gonna be pissed off for before it's gonna be relatively safe? Anyone want to get stroppy? Anyone at all? Approach spot, approach spot, approach spot. They're all approaching spots. Someone get pissed off, please. This is taking the piss a little bit, but you know what? It's not my fault. You know, this is what happens when you patch out all of the cool base designs. At some point, I'm gonna use your fixes against you, and this has been used against you. Are any of you guys wasn't paying attention? Any of you guys actually in destroying everything mode? No, no. I want one of you to be, so I can at least see what, I'm still looking for how long it happens for. I think it's like 16 seconds, which isn't nearly long enough to account for, but it's just nice when things come together, isn't it? Doesn't matter if it's made out of mud pies. You forced my hand, Fun Pimps. You forced my bloody hand. I'm going to put in a couple of coppers, just a couple though, we don't need too many, because I built this little like shelter in here specifically to try and avoid, look, I'm tucked all the way in the corner here, right out of sight, out of mind, out of everything, just to try and avoid them vomiting at me, so I'm not exposed at all. I don't know if that's actually going to be a thing. I don't know if dirt actually protects you from that, but I mean, it seems to be working out pretty well so far. I'm nervous about this side because I'm kind of like inside that dirt block, but all right. Well, in that case, you know what? I'm just gonna leave this here. I'll see you guys later. Enjoy the show. I'll check in later. I don't think anything's gonna go wrong though. All right, I'm back. I went on so long that the zombies have forgotten about me. They've given up the idea of even trying to track me down. They have seen the writing on the wall, and the writing is that I am better than all of them. In fact, you know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get myself a sign. I'm literally gonna put the writing on the wall. Here we go. Got ourselves a scoreboard. WoodLe, lots. The Fun Pimps, like maybe 2. I don't want to get ahead of myself and say 0. They might have got 1 or 2 along the way, but I mean, come on. Just the fact that you can clad your bases, like that's the most exciting thing about that. Like, yeah, building out of dirt is fun just for a gag to kind of prove the point, but be able to like chuck some dirt up on your more your more vulnerable walls, like it looks gross, I guess, but like be able to protect yourself from the destroy everything mode and just keep yourself nice and safe with just some dirt. That is an absolutely rip-snorting result. That's so good. I mean, listen, it's all in good fun. It's all in good fun. I love this game. I love the back and forth. It's been going on for years. It all just makes me smile. Get a nice shot of the moon in the background too. All right, but with that, I'm gonna leave this episode here so you can clad your bases in dirt and keep yourself safe indefinitely, man. You can avoid the destroy everything mode just by whacking down some mud. Who would have thought? In fact, you know who did think? Hang on a second while I quickly go and have a gander again. Jeff's 40k, top-notch work, man. I love that people bring me ideas, like little anomalies they've noticed, things that can be used to our advantage. They bring it to me, and I come here and find a way to really just have fun. We're all just having fun with it at the end of the day. But I'm gonna have to leave this episode here and come back and continue to find fun ways to play this game against the rules in another episode, because this episode is done. So thank you guys for watching. Most of all, thank you to the patrons of the Patreon who made this episode possible. If you liked it, make sure you hit the like button down below, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter, but don't talk to you there first. I'll see you in the next episode. Have a good one.